Yo, so it's beautiful out here today in Philly. You need to get out here. So you're not gonna have fun today? You just refuse to? It's cool, I got you. I have fun for you, alright? Enjoy this day. Hey, what's up, people? It's Julian Photo Fit, and I'm here again with another quarantine story. And look at my hair, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Can't wait to be opened back up officially and, be able to be beautiful again. That's what I'm waiting for. So this story time is about me driving to Canada for the first time and how it almost didn't happen. And it's just a story about perseverance and just going for what you want. So I hope you feel inspired by this. So for the first time, me leaving the country, I drove up to Canada for the first time and met my now fiance, wife-to-be, Charmaine. I recorded the whole thing in a vlog, and I'll annotate it right here if you want to check it out and, see what's what. So I'm going to try to keep this concise. In 2016, I would talk to Charmaine about everything under the sun, but it was like an underlying type flirting situation going on there. And one day I said, you know what? I'm going to make it a point this year, with 2016, back then, that I'm going to meet you after years of talking. And I met her in 2009 on the internet, Black Planet. That's the spot to go. Now, I didn't want to drive my car. I wanted to get a rental car. And the whole time, me and Char were talking, trying to figure out the best modes of transportation, from taking a plane, taking a train, or driving myself. Didn't want to drive my car, so I got a rental car. I went to the rental car place, and this is the day before. I don't know why I waited so long to even see what I had to do to get this car. I kind of looked at the prices and I said, oh, cool, I can get that. I had to pick it up the next day in the morning and I would leave. So I was coming to the rental car place to pay. I pull out my credit card. My credit card was expired, they tell me. Had no idea. I did not check. I don't know why. I had no idea that my credit card was expired. Now, if I wanted to do debit, I would have had to have like a bill that was zeroed out. And the complex I was at, everything was like consolidated. Everything was consolidated. So it's like you paying for usage. So it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't acceptable to them. So I tried to get a cable bill. That didn't work. So I got denied. So I could not rent a car to drive there. I came out of the place. I'm just looking at my car. I had this car 2 weeks and the check engine light was on, but it wasn't something serious. I look at the car and say, I guess I'm driving you. And that was the craziest, little time before I left. So I'm telling Charmaine everything that's going on. She's not panicking, but she's trying to figure out some solutions. Like, oh, maybe I could use her credit card, but no, she would have to pick the car up, and she's nowhere near here. I don't know. I just started to lose hope. Like, how the hell am I going to take this car there? Or could I take a train, take a plane? Plane tickets was astronomically crazy because it's the day before. I couldn't do that. Then I took it to my mechanic. My mechanic is my cousin. I took the car to him, right? And I'm just like, yo, do you think this car is going to make it? He said, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. It's brand new. So, well, not brand new, but you just got it. You don't need, you didn't even drive it for. You didn't open it up. So I'm just debating there, talking to Shar, trying to see what other solution we could do as far as a train. And the train that I'm looking at, I guess it was an alright price, but it was nowhere near where she lived. I was like, hey, are you near here? She's like, no. I think it was in Montreal or something. And she lives in Ottawa, so that wouldn't have worked. After that, I said, you know what? I'm going to take this car to Delaware and open it up on the highway. Opened it up on the highway, and it just reacted cool. It was gliding. It was smooth, And I was like, I have to do this. I got to do it. I got to take this car and go up to Canada. So after that, I took it home. I packed my bags fast as hell. And I said, you know what? I'm going to have a good night's sleep tomorrow. Wake up, go handle some stuff, and then go straight up there to Canada. I wound up getting up early, still talking to Shar. Hey, I'm up. I'm getting prepared. Almost time to go. So I get everything, put it in the car. So I had to do a couple things, right? As far as like paperwork with my car. When I bought the car, I never really picked up my registration because it was mailed to the place that, you know, I had it registered at. Before that, I had to go to like a check cashing place to get my insurance card printed out for my new car, because I did it over the phone to put it on my insurance. So when I get there, get it printed out, I don't see my car on the insurance card. I'm like, okay, this is not my current car that I had. It was my older car. So I wound up calling them, and they told me because of a printer error, my car was not insured. And that means I was riding 2 weeks with no insurance on the car. That took me out. So you can imagine all the things that's going on when I am trying to leave. All these things messed up all at the same time. So that insurance situation got figured out. Then I went to this, place that registered my car. I'm about to drive 400 miles. Got my passport, got some snacks, got my luggage, and I'm talking to her, and I probably said, all right, like, I'm out. And if you're from Philly, I was on like Erie Avenue somewhere. I'm on Erie Avenue. It is 80 degrees. Now, it was March 10th. March 10th or 11th. And it was 80 degrees. So it was lovely outside. And I was riding to a climate that was just not 80 degrees. It was like 40. And it was crazy. I just pulled off from Erie Ave. And I turned on the GPS that I bought in return to Walmart. Turned it on. And drove up there. I never drove that far by myself. And I'm in the car. The weather was getting bad going to upstate New York. I did stop somewhere, maybe in PA, maybe in New York. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, it's like you're at a pit stop with all these truckers and stuff, And I'm just like, man, it's so rainy and disgusting out here. I don't want to get trapped out here. Grab some food, got in the car, and I'm praying my car would start. Came right on. I'm like, all right, because I was putting miles on it. 400 miles, one way. And I went up there even further, got to the border. That ride wasn't sweet. It just was not sweet. It was a long ride. I was tired, dehydrated. I was trying not to drink nothing because I didn't want to go to the bathroom the whole time. So got to the border. Finally, I'm talking to her. I see my phone. It go from AT&T to a company called Bell. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't have any internet. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? I didn't know you had to turn on data roaming. So I turned that on, and I was able to communicate her, because we would communicate through Facebook Messenger with the voice notes. So we would do that. And I was doing that the whole time. And the whole time she's like really skeptical of me even coming, because she knew I was going through all this. And, people in her past BS'd on her even, on visiting her. So, she kind of, that was me. Long story short, I got there. I overcame my fear and I got there, and I had a wonderful time with her. I documented it. And now that's my bride. And since then, since 2016, I've been there almost every 3 months, or she'll be coming here, to Philly. And she got to see some of her, the things we do here, cheesesteaks, water rice, took her to Atlantic City and things like that. It's awesome. And I've been to Toronto and Montreal and her country, back to her side of town. And it's just a crazy experience. And you fall in love with the person that you vibe with and you actually can trust and see yourself with. So it wasn't nothing forced over here. I did take my time to get to know her and know whether I was able to make it up there as often as I needed to for it to work. And then eventually move. Somebody will move, you know what I mean? So that is my almost catastrophic story of not making it to Canada. Yeah. So I hope that wasn't too boring. It was nuts. Hope I'm alright storyteller. But like, comment, subscribe if you actually like this and want to see more videos though. Alright? If you're on IGTV, just like and comment. Thanks for your support. Peace, y'all.